What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Willie Does Wrestling back at it again with a brand new stream, a brand new review, and of course, with me as always, Dylan from the Last Week in Wrestling podcast. Dylan, how are you, sir?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Um, a little tuckered out, but that's just how life is.
Yep.
And SmackDown was last night.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. A good show overall.
I
Three and a half out of five, close to a four with the ending.
I
So
don't know. Like, obviously, we'll get more to it later, but I don't know. Like, it
the
wasn't the
intergender
best, I'll
match,
say.
yeah, the intergender match didn't really need to happen. Sheamus and Drew was cool. We knew we were getting a triple threat. I think it was a shitty way to do the triple threat announcement.
I think it
Um,
was pointless that Drew and Sheamus match,
Same.
100%.
Yeah,
So
same. But Cody Rhodes, Papa Rhodes, with his two sons, Sammy and Kevin Owens. So he was very proud of his boys at the end of the show and everything. But no, I mean, all in all, I thought it was good. It was a good SmackDown for what we're leading towards. Of course, to WrestleMania. So definitely, it was good. It was good. We talked about it today on the podcast as well. So
yeah,
definitely, definitely a show that I wouldn't say you need to watch, in all honesty, but if you caught a glimpse or watched trailers or clips from out the out the show, then you probably got more than enough information.
very likely. It wouldn't be something you'd really want to watch in its entirety, but we'll
Yep.
get more in depth um, right about now.
Hmm.
So we started off with something Cody Rhodes coming out. Calling Sammy and Kevin to the ring to try to bring them all together
Right.
to fight the bloodline, and Kevin was like, "Nah, man,
No.
no. How about no? I don't wanna." And then Sammy, tried being like, "We're brothers" and all that.
Yeah.
We need each other, and Kevin just was like, "No,
No thanks. Appreciate it,
yeah."
but no thanks.
Walks out of the arena. Well, is about to drive off. Sammy cuts a great fucking promo about how they're brothers and he'll always matter to him and something like that. Kevin
Right.
drives off. Brilliant way to start the show.
Yep. For sure. But it was funny because me and Evan we were streaming it last night and everything, and we both kind of wondered why Kevin Owens was like, why would I want to be teaming up with somebody that doesn't even want to be my friend when Kevin before Rumble pounded home the idea of, well, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be in any type of friendship with you, Sammy. You are, a bad
Y-
person, this, that, and the
You're
third. He made
nothing
it
to
sound,
me.
what's up?
It's like you're nothing to me, like pretty
Yeah,
much.
you're nothing to me, and all this. So it's just like you were the one that really hammered home the idea of not being friends first, Kev. So it's like, why are you now saying, "Oh well, why would I want to team up with someone that doesn't want to be my friend?" He never said it. You know what I mean? Like he never brought up the friendship at all. He always was gonna be friends with you no matter what, even if he was with the bloodline at that time. So it was just like, okay, I mean, I get it, trying to bring back old shit for a promo, but again, it was just like, nah, Kevin, you're in the wrong for this one, bud. You're in the wrong.
Yeah. And for Cody to be there, yeah, it really seems we're gonna get a big old 6-man tag in one of these shows before WrestleMania.
Hopefully.
Um, I hope so. Like I said multiple times, Cody, Sammy, Kevin versus Solo and the Usos. That'd be
Hmm.
fucking great.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, decent promo to start off the show. Kind of set the mood for what would happen later. Um, then we get into the mixed tag team match: Dominic and Rhea versus Santos Escobar. and Zelina Vega.
Selena Vega. Uh, what'd you thought of it?
Zelina had a decent showing, I'd say, though. I like babyface Legado del Fantasma. I think I've said this before.
Hmm.
Um, I just hated how they were easy prey to the Judgment Day. I don't
Hmm.
know. Um, Decent match, I will say. Dominic getting wins on the build to WrestleMania is a good idea
Yeah.
to make him sort of a threat. Um, I thought it was all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that too. Like, the whole show in its entirety was good. I expected more matches, I guess, more wrestling, more or
Yeah.
less. Evan and I kind of were very on the same wavelength with that thought, and it's I know I get it. We're close to WrestleMania. Not everybody that's going to be in WrestleMania wants to wrestle before WrestleMania with the risk of being injured and possibly not being able to perform well or have a decent bout for WrestleMania. I totally get that.
Mm,
So we're going to be getting a lot more promos and kind of half-assed matches per se. So, we're in the mist, and this was one of them. I wouldn't call this half-assed. Santos was great. Vega was great. They both worked really well together as a team. Of course, Mommy and Prison Dom Dom together is always
mm.
fun to watch. So, I definitely wasn't disappointed. I just was like wanting more.
Yeah,
Was
me
my
too.
thing.
I think it would be a great match if it was given time. It seemed like it was kind of rushed, not
Uh
really,
huh.
for the most part. And then, of course, after the match, because after every Dominic match, you gotta have a Rey
Rey
Mysterio
Mysterio
promo.
moment.
Rey Mysterio every Dom promo, and it's the same old shit. You're a bad father. You weren't there for me.
You
You
didn't get
did
me my
this.
M
You
series and my BMW.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
got
know.
me a You didn't get me a Mercedes. It's like fuck,
Yeah,
man. Ray actually spoke up though. Um,
Ray acted.
I thought that he accepted the challenge though,
Yeah,
but
it
he
sounded
didn't.
like he was going to. And then if you, of course, you listen through it in full, you hear him go, I'm about to be accepted as a Hall of Famer. And of course, the one thing I will love more than nothing else is to have you on my right hand side, while I get my award. And, he goes on with saying, I don't think that's going to happen now. So it leaves that openness of Dom can come in to the Hall of Fame ceremony, and we talked about it today on the podcast. Dom could come in and throw Ray off of the stage onto his wife and sister, and beat him up or whatnot, and then Ray finally going, "Enough is enough. You want this? You wanted that badly? Fine, I'll see you at WrestleMania," and we get it. Um, I don't think
What
all
about
that's gonna
Rhea?
happen, you
Rhea
know?
putting his sister in a chokehold
Yeah, or something
or
crazy like that,
something
right.
like that.
I want it to happen, and I think it should be the best match for Ray to retire on.
Yep.
Um, so I don't think that this is going to be a multi feud battle between father and son. I think this was supposed to be this is how we're going to end it. You're going to end it with me and you, and that's it. And we'll call it quits here after that. But yeah, so I think more or less that we'll get we'll finally get this. I just don't know when. We're leading as we do this today. We are officially 2 weeks away from Mania, so I'm curious to know when we're getting the official card of Dom and Ray. Are we
Hall of
waiting to the
Fame.
last minutes, or are we gonna just do it on Monday? Like, let's just get it over with already and give us what we want. Like that Batista meme. Give me what I want. Just give me what I want already.
Yeah, like Dominic wanted the Mercedes, but I guess I don't know. I guess the thing for me is that it's kind of, you know, going stale. I don't know. Like all these promos and all that.
Right.
Just fucking kick his ass, Ray. We said it every week. Just do it.
I say it on TikTok every day. Kick his ass, Ray. Every time I have a clip between the two of them, just kick his ass, Ray. Just come out there with the belt and just whoop his ass. Put him over your knee and beat him in front of millions and millions of people and show him who's your poppy. And that's it.
Teach him a lesson. Show some
Yeah, man.
discipline.
Yeah.
Next, we have this random ass tag team match. Liv Morgan and Raquel defeating Tegan Knox and Emma to qualify for something known as a WrestleMania showcase.
I believe it's for the women's tag team titles. Since we're not getting a title defense
No,
at Mania, it
no.
seems like that's going to be it. Like either whoever wins this at Mania will get an opportunity, maybe next pay-per-view, next TV taping.
That would be pointless though. Why the fuck would you have that at a Mania to like a number one contenders match at a Mania? It seems kind of pointless though.
Why do we have Brock and Omos? Why do we have Brock and Omos? Why do we
Way
have
better than this
Lita, Trish,
pointless ass
and
tag
Becky?
match. Way better than this fucking pointless bullshit, especially with a dead women's division. I can't wait to see my queen Liv Morgan and Raquel fight people. I don't fucking know who. You're gonna have Natalia and some basic bitch. You're gonna have Chelsea and Carmella because they got nothing to do. And who's the third team? I don't fucking know.
Shayna and
There's
Ronda.
Shayna and Ronda, but I thought Ronda was hurt.
I thought so too.
But yeah,
I feel like that's gonna be your spot.
if Ronda and Shayna are in that fucking WrestleMania showcase, you could just give it to them. Give it to them. I mean, fuck. This would be 2 minutes of nothing. And then there's also going to be another fatal four-way tag team match for the men. I'm thinking it's going to be Street Profits, Alpha Academy. Oh no, Kofi's injured. I was going to say New Day, Imperium, and Brawling Brutes.
I could see that. But
Like,
again, it's not for a championship match at Mania, which I agree.
I think it's
I think this
pointless.
is dumb.
It's a
Yeah,
waste of
it's dumb.
fucking time at
Yep.
Mania.
Yep.
So I don't
But
know
they're
what
filling
the
in
point this
spots. They're
is.
just filling in spots. And that's the stupid part about it is because you're going to fill in spots with matches like this that could be done on TV and then have a night one for the tag men, a night two for the women, or night one for the women, and night two for the men, and just have tag team defense titles. I mean, I get it now with the men's. If we're getting Sami and KO versus the Usos for the unificated tag team titles, this would be a perfect way for them to split it and say that we're going to go after only the SmackDown ones, giving Raw up in the air for this fatal four-way tag team division showcase match of some sort and having that as the actual thing they're fighting for. I mean, and we're not even having a title defense for Lita and Becky. It's
Yeah.
a 6-woman tag team match that could be done on a TV show. This isn't worthy of a WrestleMania spot. I know I'm the only minority on this, but I don't want to see either one of those ladies at Mania. I don't care enough. I don't care to watch Trish come out with her old routine and gimmick and a cowboy hat on, and then Lita hitting the Jeff Hardy pose. Like, I don't need any of that shit. I don't. Put her on Raw. Give, Lita and Becky an opportunity against whoever decides to win the gauntlet match going into Mania, and those are the opponents for Mania, and that's it. Whether it's Chelsea Green and Liv Morgan and
Carmella.
Raquel, or Shayna and Ronda, or whoever, you give that that as a match, this is just a bathroom break spot. That's really what it is.
Yeah, I really don't
It's
get it.
boring.
It's
Yeah,
just to
it's boring.
fill people in the card because
This feels like a Vince booking.
you gotta please all the fucking horny fans who won't get their Queen Liv at WrestleMania. Now they do,
Yeah,
but
but it's not even a good Queen Liv spot. I'd
yeah,
rather just
no,
wait for her at King and Queen of the Ring in May,
May have her win
and
the thing.
yeah, I don't. That's fine. I'd rather wait for that. I'd rather see her at Money in the Bank and win the Money in the Bank women's division. Give me
Yeah.
that. Don't give me none of this shit. Don't give me
If
this
you're gonna here's the
filler.
thing, if you're gonna have this WrestleMania showcase, you could have just had a Money in the Bank match. Scrap the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in the UK. You could have had those Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get it. I thought that
There's
was
no
what we were gonna
reason.
get too. I thought we were gonna get Money in the Bank matches at Mania until they announced the fucking pay-per-view in the UK, and I was like, well, that's not fucking happening anymore.
Nope. Dumb.
Like,
It's dumb decision.
uh, like
Dumb decision
I
making.
I I heard Michael Cole talk about this WrestleMania showcase, and I was like, "What the
Boring.
fuck?" Yeah, I was like, "Who genuinely cares about this?" And then I see people on Twitter being like, "Oh my god, Liv's going to Mania." Oh yeah, Liv's going to Mania. She's going in a
Yeah,
pointless
to
fucking match.
lose.
Yeah, that she's not even gonna win if Ronda and Shayna are back.
That's
Like,
the sad part. That and we we talked about it today, and it was just like if we're gonna keep giving Liv these opportunities to flourish, and then just to take it away when it comes time to do it and have her lose, stop doing this.
yeah,
Everybody doesn't want to see her at this point. I mean, yeah, the fans and the people that are just really excited to see another pretty lady, but like I'm not. I'm here to watch somebody get a championship right here. Liv
yeah,
deserves another opportunity to be champion a lot longer than she has. Chelsea Green and Carmella deserve a tag team opportunity. Give it to them. Give Liv and Raquel better singles division runs. Bless you. Give these people better runs than what we're getting. Stop having these
yeah,
great talented women lose on the biggest stages of them all or TV spots to make it look so boring like, oh wow, Liv lost again. What a shocker. Yeah, what a fucking shocker. We lost it again. Again and again and again and again. And I don't know who's to blame here for it. We could point fingers all day. We could say what we think is the truth and everything in between. But when it comes down to it, it don't make a difference. It's still a loss. It's a loss for Liv. It's a loss for Raquel. It's a loss for Natalia. It's a loss for all these other women there. Whoever else is going to be entering in. What are we doing with Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross? They're supposedly
oh
becoming
yeah.
friends at the moment. Where's Mia Yim or Miss Shen? Nowhere to be found. She's home making TikToks. We got Piper Niven squashing people every week, like
You
she's
still got no Bobby
truth.
Lashley.
No Bobby
So
Lashley. Like what? Yeah, like do something else. Don't give us these filler spots. I'd rather it be a one. If all of this is happening, I'll just say this: if I was Triple H and I saw that Bray got injured and now might not be able to fill in for Mania, give Bobby an opportunity to shine with the Hurt Business at Mania to make it look good enough and have him have his Mania moment. Then,
yeah, you could
if
have
we're
had the
going to
Hurt
have
Business. You could have had the Hurt
like
Business
affect,
beat
I
down
would affect
Brock.
Brock's match. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would I would affect Brock's match in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I would
Even if you
affect
just
Brock's
have
match.
even if you just have Brock beat Omos, you still have the Hurt Business come out, help Omos beat down Brock. Boom. Vince can jack off to Omos. He still looks strong at WrestleMania, and the Hurt
Yep.
Business is back.
Yep. Absolutely. And then again, it's we go into then, the 6-woman tag match. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
What is it gonna do for Becky and Lita and Trish? Did they
It
beat
won't.
Damage Control and Bailey?
They'll
Nothing.
beat. They'll probably lose the Damage Control to Raw after WrestleMania anyway. Probably.
So then that was pointless.
It
And then
would
what
be.
happens with Cena and Austin? If Cena wins and becomes champ, he's gonna relinquish the belt Monday. He's not gonna
Or
do
he's
a
gonna
run.
drop it in an open
Yeah.
challenge.
It was pointless. And if Austin wins, it doesn't do anything for him. It just now he beat Cena. Wow. Congratulations. You
He'll
beat a
become the
movie
next
guy.
Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're not they're not doing anything for me here.
Like
You don't
when you
need
come to
this.
think about it, this WrestleMania is not looking to be the
Good.
best. Yeah, no,
No,
it's
I
not
think this
looking
is going to be
very
the
good for
weakest
them.
WrestleMania in a long time.
And it's
It
weird
really
because
looks like
this
it.
is where everyone was like, this is going to be the best fucking Mania. It's sold out, record sold sellout or something.
Yeah,
And
sell
this
out
is
for
what we're
disappointment.
getting. This is
Yeah,
what we get because everyone was
it's
jumping to
shitty.
conclusions thinking we were going to get the fucking Rock. Like,
Yeah, that's why
goddamn.
everyone bought those tickets. It's because we thought we were getting The Rock, and then we heard
Because
Stone
everyone
Cold and
thought we
LA
were getting
Knight.
The Rock versus Roman Reigns and Stone Cold versus LA Knight. Speaking of fucking LA Knight, faces off against Xavier Woods, loses in 2 minutes to a roll up. There's another fucking bullshit. Fucking LA
LA
Knight.
Knight, LA Knight's losing streak is good for now, but it needs to change after Mania.
I don't understand, bro. This is
It's
supposed to be the future.
I think, and we were talking about it today. I think Sam was the one that brought it up, but if LA Knight comes to Mania and goes, "I'm mad that I don't have a Mania match," he could face the Miz to host the match to host the rest of WrestleMania and have LA Knight win, and that begins his new winning streak going forward. And then if he doesn't
Yeah.
win King of the Ring, okay, fine, but he
Win
has
Money
to
in the
win
Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Yep.
He has to. And
And he
then
has to win the title.
Sam brought up a really good point. I forgot where he found this information out or where he got it from, but maybe they did it during the pandemic. He was saying that if he wins the briefcase, he opens it up and it's the Universal Championship belt in there.
Oh.
And that begins the belt split for both championships. Now, LA Knight holding it for a long time right away, no. There's going to be others that want to hold it a little bit longer, like Seth, like Montez, like maybe Gunther. Johnny Gargano would be great in it, so on and so forth. But LA Knight will get it back to it again and have a nice run with it. I think that
Yeah.
he could have a nice run leading to his first epic loss after Mania if that is the story we're trying to tell. Are we trying to tell that? Probably not. Probably not. Because why would we have a good show? Doesn't make any sense.
Here's the thing, right? Sure, pull the Austin theory again. Have the losing streak, have you reinvent your character, then go on a huge winning streak for all I fucking care. But I don't want to see it. I don't want to see you look like a geek and then overnight you become great. We already know how great LA Knight is. He had this shitty ass fucking pitch black match, and ever since then he's looked like a geek every single week.
Yeah.
So something needs to change.
Yep.
If this guy is going to be your future, going to be the future, something has to change. And that
Big
should
time.
start at Mania. That should start
Yeah.
at Mania.
It should.
But if it's Stone Cold, he's going to look like a geek again.
Yeah, because
If it's
Stone Cold's not going
Miz,
to take the loss.
yeah. And if it's Miz, then hell, LA has a great chance. So,
Yeah, there's a better chance of winning.
yeah.
Because Miz don't care if he wins or loses. He's done everything. He's the Miz. He's
Miz,
awesome no matter what.
Miz is literally at his put young people over,
Yeah.
stage in his career, which is fine. But I mean, the LA Knight, man, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased.
No,
but
I agree with you. You're not alone.
I'm just disappointed because this guy is supposed to be like top contender for Intercontinental Championship by now. Speaking
Yeah.
of top contender for Intercontinental Championship, Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Decent match, 1-on-1 between the Banger brothers, but the finish.
Dumb.
You don't seem impressed.
No. Well, just give it. You should have just gave us the goddamn triple threat match weeks ago.
That was what I fucking said on Twitter.
The dumb double count victory for both men last week. Now to them facing this week. Then Gunther and his little pronies come out, beat up
Yep.
both men. Then Adam Pearce is like, oh, you know what? I'm finally going to listen to everybody, and I'm going to give what everybody wants. You're going to take on both men. It's like, just, you should have gave us that shit 2 weeks ago when we were calling it. Like, don't give us none of this other nonsense. Fight a 5-way to watch poor Karrion lose. Xavier take another L for the New Day. Have LA Knight look like a dumbass out there. Like, come on, man. Like, truly, like, this is so dumb. Have them feud with one another. That's fine. That makes sense. Have Sheamus and Drew feud, because Sheamus is the biggest thing here for this story, at least, is Gunther's not taking the pin. Let's be very frank here. Gunther's
No.
not going to be taking the pin at Mania. It's going to be Drew. And it's going to be Drew, because then they can have Sheamus and Drew fight for a little while longer, which would be very good. And it also gives the Grand Slam Championship to Sheamus.
And it
So,
gives Gunther a chance to move on to the world title picture.
And Evan thinks that, and I think this too, honestly, that the first, let's just say this. If John Cena wins at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Wow. If John Cena wins at WrestleMania for another championship night, he comes Monday and he goes, look, I got movies. I got other things I got to do. I don't need to do another run. I'm relinquishing the belt. Austin
Why would
doesn't
you
have,
just do an open challenge?
does an open challenge type of thing. Or he just gives up the belt. And we do like a 4-way ladder match for the United States Championship. And Gunther wins. It's
You're
like
gonna have
Austin, him, Gargano, Seth, you
Finn.
know, yeah, somebody, and have Gunther win. Gunther becomes now the United States champion, because
that'd be weird.
It's too crowded right now for Gunther to go after the belt, the big belt, the money belt, the belt that everybody wants to see him have. You know, you got Cody, you got Roman, you got Jay, you got Solo, you got fucking Sami, you got Kevin, you got all these fucking people here trying to all go for the big creme de la creme fucking prize in the mall, besides going through their little paths or whatnot to get to the big championship belt. But now, if we have Gunther kind of resting as a universal champion, doing just as good like he did with the IC belt, then eventually getting an opportunity to go against whoever it is, whether it's LA Knight, whether it's Montez, whether it's Cody, whether it's Sami at that point, Kevin at that point, whoever, then he gets his run as champion and we all call it a day. But I don't think he's going to get a run from IC right to champion right off the bat.
Yeah,
Does he deserve it? For sure. But it's just he's not ready for it. Does that make sense? Like, he's not ready for it?
I think he's ready. I think it's just it would be too quick. But back to the actual finish for tonight. Yeah, you should have just gave it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
After the comedic ass double count, Adam Pearce could have just came out and been like, well, you know, both men pinned 2 other men, so you know what? Triple threat WrestleMania. Instead of this pointless ass match. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And then you can continue that feud last night. But no, we had to have this match that went good and decent time to, oh, look at that, you know, beat down Imperium because reasons, you know, instead of,
and Gunther was getting tired out there standing with his arms behind his back.
In a kayfabe sense, Gunther's a fucking idiot because instead of having one opponent, you now have 2. Congratulations, buddy.
You screwed the pooch on that one now there, Gunther.
Yeah, good job there, buddy. But I'm looking forward to that match. I just think fucking circumstances on how we got said match, dumb.
Yep, 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, no, this show was not the best. But here's the saving grace. Jey Uso and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Confrontation. Great. Yeah, that match might be match of the night. Well, shitty fucking finish. It ruined it.
That match, Omar, that match was not the match of the night. Get out of here with that.
If anything,
I'd rather watch Charlotte and Rhea the whole entire night go at each other than see that shit again. Are you
Oh yeah,
kidding
they
me?
beat. Oh yeah, Charlotte and Rhea beat the shit out of each other. How come I forgot about that?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Like, hey, SmackDown was so good last night. We forgot one of the most other key moments of the whole entire show. Mommy
Yeah, it's like,
versus
oh
Flair.
yeah, they beat the fuck out of each other, and they had a promo too, and I forgot what they fucking said.
Yeah, Charlotte. She pretty much Rhea came out pretty much and was just like all the men and women in the locker room run away from me in fear, except for you, and I could see it in your eyes that you are starting to feel that fear now. And at WrestleMania, I'm gonna make sure you know that that fear is real. And then Dominic got in the way, and then Rhea punched her, and then, of course, Charlotte came out and attacked her, and then everybody in the back room, the Kansas City police, the army, the navy, they all tried to come out and try to stop the two of them, but they went into the stand into the fans, and it was a wild night. So, but going to now Sami and Kevin, I'm Sami and Jay. I was excited for this. This
I
was
liked
definitely.
the
I wish it was a little
promo
bit
that they had.
longer.
Me
I wish
too.
I wish it was a little bit longer. I think that they could have had a really good um, promo before the fight that would have made it even more personal.
Oh, I
Because
think it was
Sammy
a great
was,
promo, anyways. I
oh, it
think
was
it
a
was
very good
pretty
promo.
decent.
I
Like,
wish it went a little longer before they got into the fight.
yeah,
That
I think you could have cut down the Sheamus and Drew bit for this promo. Not gonna lie, but yeah. So Sammy was like, "I loved you. I loved this family." Jay went off about how Sammy was fake and how he called him a brother. And Sammy was like, "You're not mad at me because I hit Roman with the chair. You're mad at me because you didn't get to do it first."
right,
Fucking great
but
shit.
it's the truth.
It is.
There's the truth behind that, and that's why Jay attacked him. Jay wouldn't attacked him if he didn't say that.
Yeah, he went low there.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how dare you expose my secret that I want
Yep.
to kick the tribal chief's ass?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Jay ends up attacking Sammy. And of course, wherever Jay goes, Jimmy is not too far behind. Besides the couple weeks where they were apart. But anyways,
Mhm.
and then since we had 5 minutes left in the show, and I looked down at my clock, and it was like 9:55. I was like, "Shit's going down," and then boom, Kevin Owens
Na, na,
music
na, na,
hits.
na, 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 na.
You thought he was gone? Nah, fam. He goes over. He beats the shit out of the Usos. Pop up power bombs everywhere. Stunner for you. Stunner for you. And then something I didn't expect to happen last night. I thought it was going to happen the Raw before Mania or the SmackDown before Mania. They hugged it out 2 weeks before the pay per view.
Yep.
Gives us the build. It gives us the build.
Cody looking on as a proud parent in the back
I
on
saw
that
that too.
screen.
I fucking laughed. I went
Ah,
from
yeah.
crying to laughing. I was like, God fucking damn it, Cody. Why you
Yeah,
gotta
why didn't they
laugh
have to
like
pan over to
Come on.
that goddamn idiot? Left us there crying with everybody else. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, and then it's like, haha, Cody's a proud papa for something he tried to do for a night. Okay.
Yeah.
That pop
Yeah,
for
that
that
pop for
pop
the
was
two of them
fucking
was great.
great. It reminded
Great.
me of Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in 2017 when they did
Mhm.
the fist and the crowd went fucking nuts. Crowd went even more nuts for this. This is
Yeah.
what happens when you tell stories, Tony Khan.
We can't be mad at him right now because not for nothing. I know this is a SmackDown review, but AEW Dynamite this week we had the four pillars, baby.
The
We
four
got two.
pillars.
We got technically we had
Yes.
two sets of four pillars. Pillars, the
And
beginning
then
and at the end.
and we had House of Black versus Elite versus Jericho Appreciation Society, and then you got the hint of Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite with Hangman Adam Page. That was fucking sick. But we
Yeah,
should start reviewing AEW again, but I or not again, but start doing that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. Um, okay. Neil says good ending to SmackDown, 6 out of 10. See, I think the only saving grace of this show was the opening and end, because everything in between for me was either meh or completely fucking stupid. And
Yeah, booty cheeks.
booty cheeks.
Yeah.
And, I think for modern day fans, everyone wants to blame everything that's bad on Vince. But you know what? I'm honestly starting to think Hunter's not as perfect after all. Maybe this is Hunter. Or this is Vince and Triple H's ear being like, "Hey, do this, damn it! I want to see Liv Morgan at WrestleMania in a
Which you'll
showcase.
lose though. She's
Which
not
you'll
winning. She's
lose.
losing.
We pay Ronda too much goddamn money to have her lose. Damn it! Fucking Christ.
Yeah, Mr. Mario in the back corner and Gorilla talking to fucking Papa H about what he
Yeah.
wants over there.
Oh no,
I
don't worry. I'm just there to see Cena. It's creative too. Yeah, they got a whole fucking team full of writers that approve of this shit. That Intercontinental title finish, lame. WrestleMania showcase, lame. But Kevin, Sammy, Cody shit, great.
saved it, and I really liked the Rhea and Charlotte. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It's we're getting a better build for that women's championship, and then, like Omar said, like there's nothing for Bianca and Asuka. It's just been these lame like, oh, I got your title, and now I'm gonna puke blood, and it's just like, okay, great. Like we don't need this. Like, come on,
Yeah.
just give me something else. Like,
The thing with that is, like, I keep seeing reports where it's like Rhea and Charlotte are gonna main event night one, and it's like, no, I don't fucking want it.
I
And I
do,
think
I
why?
do, I do.
Out of all matches,
Out of all the matches we have, absolutely,
why?
absolutely, absolutely. Rhea deserves to close out WrestleMania as the new women's tag team champion, the new women's SmackDown champion for sure. We let's be honest here. We all know the ending of Asuka and Bianca. At least we could pretty much say confidently, Asuka's taking the championship back.
I don't know,
Great,
because they
cool
really
exit.
seem to want Bianca to keep it.
So does a lot of people want Charlotte, but Rhea's taking that belt. Rhea's taking that belt.
Rhea is taking the belt for sure. Do I want it to main
And
event?
Asuka's taking
Fuck
that belt
no.
from Bianca.
Do I want
Asuka's
Rhea and
taking it
Charlotte to
back.
main event? Fuck no.
I do. I'm happy with it. I do too. I
After
do.
everything that we've got from Sammy and KO, I'm gonna be one of those fucking guys. The story is there.
Second to last.
Second to last.
Second to last.
You could no, you could
This moment for Rhea
Rhea and
Ripley,
Charlotte should no,
close.
not main event, should open. Rhea and Charlotte should
Nah.
open
Asuka and
WrestleMania.
Bianca.
How many times we got Royal Rumble winners and WWE Championship matches kicking off fucking
Night
WrestleMania?
one should go. For me at least, I would do Asuka, Bianca, start it off. We kind of know who's going to win it. Let's get it out of the way. Let's have Asuka win the belt back, get the championship. Cool. Run it right into the 6-woman tag match between Lita, Trish, Becky versus Bailey and Damage Control. Don't care who wins. Go into that. That's fine. Then we go into the next boring ass match, which would be Omos and Brock. We can have the Hurt Business come in, try to do some shit to fuck over Brock, leading to Bobby and Brock part 17, whatever the fuck number it is now. Then, if we have to, I would do then the men's division, fatal 4-way tag team, whatever showcase thing you want to call it. Then after that, I would do Sami and Kevin versus the Usos, have them win, and then after that, have Rhea and Charlotte close night one. I think that is a better night one than night two, where we have Cody and Roman ending. We have now the women's showcase thing, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Then we have nothing else.
Seth and Logan.
Night two.
And then we have
Dominic and Ray, if that actually
Dominic and
happens.
Ray, Edge and Finn.
Edge and Finn, we could do night.
Cena and
well, actually,
Austin.
you know what? Then you know what? We could take that out. Then we could take out Bianca and Asuka as opener, and we could do Edge and Finn open the show off with the Hell in the Cell.
That would be decent. I would have them kick off night 2 like that.
Or they kick off night 2 that way. And
I
then
would
they go
say
into
opener. I would say opener for night 1, Rhea and Charlotte.
mm,
Then you do women's fucking showcase. Then you do
I'm really
um
disappointed in Dylan.
yeah, look at that. Piss someone
Everyone,
off.
listen. Don't get me. But my thing is this: like, okay, we're very excited
Omos and Brock Lesnar.
for the whole bloodline Kevin Owens Cody Rhodes thing.
They deserve
Absolutely.
it.
We are so excited for it. It is the dessert we're waiting for with this shitty ass dinner and appetizer we're going to be getting as an actual show. You know, all in all, this isn't going to be a great appetizer and it's not going to be a great dinner. But the dessert is what is going to kill it. I think if we have to have the Usos and Sami and all them do night 1, fine. But then before that has to be Rhea and Charlotte. You have to have a really good powerful finish for night 1 because night 2 is going to be weak. Night 2 is going to be weak.
Okay, you want to say powerful finish to night 1. There would be no powerful finish than what I have in the thumbnail right there. Sami and Kevin with the Undisputed Tag Team Championships with confetti and, just hugging it out. That's your image. That's your final shot. Rhea and Charlotte, genuinely, do people care? Do you care as much as the bloodline?
I do.
Maybe for Rhea itself, but for the feud?
I do. Because this again, we have to realize that not for nothing, the whole thing really is Charlotte's story. Like Rhea winning the Rumble was a monumental, historic moment for women in the division. All in all, she was number 1. She lasted 29 other superstars and beat the last one, which was Liv Morgan, who came in number 2, who also beat 28 other superstars to get to the finish. So Rhea's story itself is very interesting. Alone, Charlotte's back to try to continue the Flair streak of being champion over and over and over and over and over again. Rhea and Charlotte ran it back 3 years ago, and Rhea got beat by Charlotte. And Charlotte makes her known that every single time she's out there, I've already beaten you once. This is gonna be a walk in the park. But she's not facing the same Rhea that she faced 3 years ago. Like, she's not really facing Charlotte that's the same from 3 years ago either. Charlotte is a little bit better in the ring from that 3 years now. She has had a lot more time to prepare for someone like Rhea. But I know, I see everybody. Everybody right now hating on me right now. It is
I don't care. Usos versus Kevin Owens night 1.
I know. But and then we have the two finally colliding to really determine who's going to lead the women's division forward. And it's going to be Rhea. Rhea's that new, young, spunkier type of energy that's going to bring that new generation of women forward. We're getting tired of Bianca. No one wants to see Becky as champion again. We're excited to see Asuka because now she's going to either beat her undefeated streak of 500 or whatnot that she did through NXT and everything. And that's really it. That's all we really have looking forward for the women's division. No one's really giving a shit about Liv Morgan. No one's really giving a shit about Piper Niven. No one's giving a shit about Ronda and Shayna. No one gives a shit about Emma and Tegan Knox. No one. Where's Machine? Nowhere to be found. Like, none of these women are getting their actual fair dues. But we're getting a lot of new people coming after Mania. We're getting Zoe Starks. We're getting the possibility of Roxanne Perez. We're getting Sol Ruka or Rukal or whatever, however you pronounce that lady's name.
Braun Breaker.
We're getting, and then on the men's division, we're getting Braun Breaker. We're getting Carmelo Hayes. We're getting fucking Grayson Waller. We're getting Trick Williams. We're getting a whole 5 to 6 new fucking brand new people for both men and women's division. So if you're going to have still the old heads of Charlotte and Becca and Bianca running that division, no one's going to want to be a part of that division. They're going to just get buried and thrown away like they have been. So if now we have Rhea kind of streamlining it to the next generation, she would be a better suit for that. That's why I think that she should be able to close out night one. You
Yeah,
know,
but the women's division, great.
but this could be the start
But
for the
this
new women's division.
storyline, you can start off that women's division, great opener or co-main event.
Now, if you put
Sami,
it in the
Kevin,
opener,
and the
that's
Usos
not gonna. No one's
deserve
gonna
it.
give a shit.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
If you put Rhea and Charlotte as opener, no one's gonna give a shit.
No one's gonna give a shit anyway, because
No, they're
then
going to
people are
give a
gonna be
shit.
super pissed that Kevin, Sami, and the Usos aren't the main event. Are you sure that you're gonna look at Twitter during WrestleMania and Rhea and Charlotte coming out there in the main event, and people aren't mad that Sami and Kevin weren't the main event? Look at when Sami didn't win the belt at Elimination Chamber. You see how
Yeah,
many
but we
fucking
knew that
people
was
were
happening.
pissed? You see
We
how many
knew that
people were
was
pissed? Yeah, we
happening.
knew it was gonna happen. We are just like we know Rhea and Charlotte are gonna be the main event. It's stupid. It's pointless.
Nah. It's gonna
Okay,
matter.
cool.
It's gonna
You're
matter
gonna
in the long
continue
run.
this story from 3 years ago with no fans when fucking Charlotte was NXT Women's Champion for some fucking reason.
And Charlotte was Divas champion.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a story that's been the main focus of every show for the past fucking year
No, I know.
at your
We've been seeing it
disposal.
already. But we've been getting that already as the main event. Roman and Sami, Elimination Chamber. Roman and Kevin Owens, Royal Rumble.
How many times you got Roman and
Survivor
Brock?
Series, War Games.
How many times we got Roman and Brock main eventing pay-per-views? We
Twice.
can't have Sami and Roman main event night 1 and night 2 of the same pay-per-view?
I'd rather see Roman and Cody main event and close out a show compared to Sami, than Sami and Usos close out a show. Yeah.
Why?
For sure.
What's your beef with Sami and
No,
Usos?
listen,
I don't get it.
There's no beef. There's no beef. I swear to God. There's no beef. It's just to me it's like we know what's gonna happen. So it's kind of like if I
We know what's gonna happen with
the
Charlotte
ending
and
of the
Rhea,
movie,
though.
if I know the ending of the movie and the beginning was really boring and the middle was meh, then why the fuck would I want to watch the whole entire film? If I know that the beginning was decent, the
to
middle
get to the satisfying ending?
if the beginning was decent,
yes,
the middle brought it up to the end, and then the ending had a different ending than everyone predicted it to be, it's worthy of rewatching again, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. But I don't think Kevin and Sami are those people to make me go, oh, wow, I can't wait to rewatch night 1 again. No. I'll be happy that they're there, and I'll be happy that they won, and I'm going to be just as ecstatic and happy like everybody else is. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm going to be just as happy. I'm not going to be like, oh, fuck all these people and sit in my little corner or whatnot. No. If Charlotte and Rhea don't close out the show, it is what it is. But I think if I had a choice, I'd rather watch Rhea close out the night 1 or night 2, if that was the opportunity, than Sami and Kevin. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I know. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I know. I'm getting hated right now, but it's fine. It's fine. I listen. I think that we all know what's going to happen. We know that Sami and Kevin are going to take out the bloodline finally, and that Cody will take down Roman and everything. Hopefully, I mean, there is that possibility that Roman can retain.
Yeah,
and
there's a possibility Roman's going to win.
The only people I'm very disappointed in Dylan, but and Sami and Kevin are the only ones that get the belts and kind of dismantle the bloodline a little bit in that aspect. Kind of do what their objective was, but and then Roman retaining, then it's like, oh fuck. So now the bloodline's really not that dismantled as we thought it would be. So now what's the actual outcome going forward? So.
Jay.
Right, which would then be Jay leading into SummerSlam and everything else. But if, Sami and them win, it's going to be great. Confetti, Eddie Guerrero, Benoit moment, have everyone in the ring. Let's cry. Let's, talk about it, tweet it, everything like that in between. But generally speaking, it's just I'd rather see Rhea and Charlotte win. I'd rather see Rhea be champion and end the show. Absolutely. I just got to plug my thing in. But yeah, no, I 100% would rather see that than see whatchamacallit, see what we already know is going to happen. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're
I already
clearly in
know
the
the ending.
minority there.
Yeah, if I already know the ending, I don't need to watch the rest of the show.
Well, I mean,
I know. I know. I feel the hate. I
I
feel the disdain
I don't
from
hate.
everybody.
I don't hate. I just disagree, and
Yeah.
and that's the thing too, because it's like people are torn between it, but I think that it should be that, and you know what? Whether or not WrestleMania turns out to be a fucking snooze fest, or no matter what the main event is, I just hope the show's fucking good. Because this build, I don't know about the build, man. Especially
There's
from
really
from
only
SmackDown.
3 stories that everyone's really invested in. One being the bloodline, 2
Yep.
being the Sheamus Gunther McIntyre thing,
If you could
and
call that a story,
then Ray and Dominic. You know, I'm
which is
also
dragging,
invested. I'm in this
on
Rhea and
for so
Charlotte
long.
thing. Yeah, I know it's taking way too long, but I'm also invested in this Charlotte and Rhea thing. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those matches that if you don't put it in that 2-1 spot at Mania, you've kind of ruined night one for a lot of people. When mind you, we're not talking about Asuka and Bianca. That's a match like we all know it's
That's a
going to
bathroom
happen,
break.
and maybe to some is a bathroom break because we kind of know what could happen, which is Asuka taking her belt back. It's not Austin in theory. It's not John in theory. It's not. I don't care for that. I don't care for Brock and Omos unless the Hurt Business come in and fuck over Brock. I don't care. I don't care for either one of these showcase tag team fatal 4-way nonsense matches that we're getting. I'm excited for Edge and Finn because it's a Hell in a Cell and there's a possibility of having Demon Balor and then having what is it? Brute Edge and Christian come back with Genghis Corral. That's the only upside to that possibility of a match. And if Edge comes out as normal Edge and Finn comes out as Demon, it's like half the show got a little more interesting because now we have a demon versus a regular dude. So it's just like cool. Like, what are we really getting here? And then on top of that, we have another legend spot. Lita, Trish, and Becky versus Damage Control and Bayley, which clearly the Damage Control is going to eventually kick out Bayley because they keep on getting in these stupid ass matches due to Bayley saying yes to everything and having Bayley go get the fuck out, telling Bayley get the fuck out of here. We're not going to keep losing because of your stupidity. Just because you're losing every week doesn't mean we got to look bad just because you're looking bad. So the only good matches of this actual show are Charlotte Rhea, the Usos with Sami and Kevin, Cody and Roman, Edge and Finn, and then Dominic and Ray, if that actually happens. And of course, Sheamus and Gunther and all of them. But if out of all those matches, how are you gonna end both nights and start them off? You end it with either, you're ending it night 2 clearly with Roman and Cody. Perfect. That's fine. Totally understandable. He's a Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes. Let him have that last spot. Roman is the main eventer. He is the person we all want to see either be defeated or continue his reign to 1,000. Fine, cool. He's night 2. He's going to end WrestleMania. Fantastic. But I'm excited to see Kevin and Sami and all of them beat the Usos and dismantle them and this, that, and the third. But it's just like, if I know that that's what my ending of the movie is going to be, and I know the ending, then I don't need to watch it. I could just go on Twitter.
I could say the same for Charlotte and Rhea. I could say the same thing for Charlotte and Rhea.
But there's a possibility that Rhea
I already
could
know Rhea's
lose,
going to
though.
beat. I could already. There's a possibility the Usos could beat Sami and Kevin.
I don't think so.
There's a possibility of that. There's a possibility that Roman.
That's a lot more. That's a lot more possibility than the Usos retaining against Sami and Kevin. I don't think after all of this build, Triple H is going to go, by the way, guys, you're going to also lose at Mania.
Yeah.
Because Vince McMahon is fully in charge.
That's what happens with Edge. That's what happened with Edge last year, or a couple years ago.
during the
So,
pandemic. Yeah,
I mean, could very well, but I think the
now it turned out
WrestleMania
to be a podcast.
showcase. Yeah, I love that. This was a SmackDown review, and now it turns out to a podcast. This is what happens when nothing fucking happens on the show,
Yeah,
though.
exactly. I'm
Neil,
sorry, guys. I feel like this was more entertaining than the actual show itself.
the actual show, you only had the reunion between Sami and Kevin, and nothing else besides Rhea and Charlotte fucking attacking each other. Congrats. I don't fucking care. I completely forgot about it because I didn't care. I don't even know what I was doing during that segment. I felt like I should have been like, "Oh my god," but nah. Yeah, I think like Triple H is good at long term booking, but sometimes, like especially with the Ray and Dom feud, it's dragging. Why the
Yeah,
fuck we need to have them, have promo battles with each other if nothing's gonna happen until the Hall of Fame? Same with when Uncle Howdy used to be on TV every week. Why should we have them fucking come out and do nothing and then wait till next week to see the exact same thing?
right.
No point. Like, don't get me wrong, long-term booking is a good thing, but when it's too long, people don't give a
Get
fuck
stale.
anymore. It gets stale. So, I'm not impressed with, the build to some of these Mania matches. I'm not
Hmm.
impressed with Bianca and Asuka. I don't
Me
give a
neither.
fuck about the WrestleMania showcase.
Yeah, me neither.
Um, 6-woman tag, cool? Question
Yeah.
mark. I don't fucking care. Um, and Ray and Dom, I'll bet it'll be a great fucking match.
Oh, it will
I
be.
bet I'll bet they'll kill it, but the build, I don't fucking know. Give me a Stone Cold promo segment between him and LA Knight. Yeah. But that would be pretty cool if Stone Cold can have a match, do a promo battle. Kick off Mania.
That'll be exciting.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
You have the Miz come
What?
out, and then you have the Miz come out. LA Knight comes out and is like, "Hey, I don't have my match." Stone Cold comes out and he's like, "You're a piece of trash. Stone Cold gonna take you out at Hollywood." What? Stone Cold, why you name yourself after LA? The Kings suck. Nah, he wouldn't be a heel, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I really hope WrestleMania is good, but
Same.
the build, I don't know really. But yeah. So since this is turning into a podcast, we'll use this last bit of the show to talk about 2K23.
Yes.
It was out. It's been out for a day now, 2 days for me because I changed my fucking Xbox location to New Zealand. Um, and you know, it's very good. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Obviously, I did my stream of one day early, and
Hmm.
then I did Mania 38 or 39 simulation actually yesterday. Um,
Yeah, I saw that Bray
Fucking great.
Wyatt and Bobby Lashley. I watched that. That was a good one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Fiend. I used the Fiend because I was too fucking lazy to get the actual Bray model, and besides, he's gonna be a DLC anyway. Just put
Right.
out the Fiend. Um, but it was great. It took a while for me to get used to because I think they did a couple tweaks on the controls. The
Yeah.
AI is phenomenal in this fucking game. Way
Yeah,
more
we got
smarter.
voice taunts too, like Chad Gable's "Yeah," or I'm sorry, Chad Gable's "Shush,"
Shoosh
and
and thank
"Thank you."
you.
Yeah, I can't wait to use that against Sam tonight when I'm playing him. Oh, bro.
But it's great, and also like the animations, like after you kick out, sometimes they'll go fucking flying, and sometimes there'll be new like frustration things. um I think the gameplay is a lot more smooth as well. The showcase is fun, but yeah, after a little bit, it's a bitch at first to know how to counter. And war games, since you can barely see shit, then your first couple tries, you'll probably be like, "Oh, war games is the hardest fucking thing ever." But I don't know. I took a couple days to get used to it, and I think it's probably one of the best games. I think it ranks in my top 3 on 2K games.
Mm,
I think 19 is still number 1 for me. Then there's 23, then there's 22. That's my top
okay.
3. Um, Definitely fun. If you haven't played it, then and if you don't want to pay $160, I got you. But I mean, um, great fucking game though. So you're gonna have a review out on your
Yeah,
page, right?
I know we're gonna be talking about it on the podcast and stuff. Sam was talking about it today on the recent episode that's coming out tomorrow. Um, I know that I'm going to be writing a review for it now that I got my hands on a copy. So I'm going to be playing throughout the showcase, couple of matches, couple of modes. I might try the My GM as well as the My Rise again and My Faction. I
Yeah,
enjoyed those the last time. My Faction not so much, but My Rise and My GM were definitely fun and everything. So I'm definitely excited to do that. I know that Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze are manageable people that you can choose between, which is really cool for your shows. So I'm definitely excited to try out that. And then, yeah, I'll probably have something by next week or this week, I should say, coming up for the last week in gaming.net channel that will be coming out soon. And yeah, that's really it. And of course, the new episode of Our Thing comes out tomorrow. I just gotta convert it since we were on live streaming today on YouTube for the first time. We did a live podcast episode, which was great. So now I'm about to try to figure out how to do all that, and then after that, we'll be doing those live streams a little more frequently. And then, of
nice.
course, through we're also getting. I'm actually going to be signing up for Ring of Honor this coming week. So I will be live streaming Ring of Honor as well as AEW Dynamite every Wednesday and every Thursday. So I'm very excited for that, as well as Monday Night Raw and Rampage and everything. So yeah, got a lot to going on. Got a lot going on.
Nice, nice. Obviously for me, 2K23, I'll probably start cracking my Rise tomorrow.
Good.
Since you can do imported created wrestlers, I'm thinking maybe a lot of people might like this. For my 2K23 My Rise series, I won't be using myself. I'll probably be using the Bidding War of 2024 MJF in that My Rise. I'll probably
He just
put
got a
that
new
in.
Ferrari today. He bought himself a fucking green Ferrari. If you go on
Oh,
Twitter, you'll
really?
see it. Uh huh.
MJF got himself a new Ferrari.
Yes, sir.
But that's what I'm probably gonna do. Instead of wasting all that fucking time creating myself in 2K23, I'll probably steal someone's fucking MJF from Community Creations.
Not for
And
nothing, those community creations sometimes are really fucking accurate.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
like that
really
fiend,
fucking accurate.
that fiend that I used for my video
It was
yesterday,
really good.
fucking great. And
Yeah,
especially
I
when
got to
they
give
did
it
the
to
red
community
light,
creations.
like goddamn. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm a fucking green
the
screen. Kiss my ass. But
green screen to a green car. They can't see none of it.
yeah, and my phone as well. It's the brightness. But that's a good looking Ferrari. Go on MJF's Twitter and you can fucking see it yourself.
Yeah,
But I
gorgeous
mean,
Ferrari. But Sam was saying
fucking great.
he should have got a Bugatti for the Triple B in Burberry. And now he's riding around with the Triple B in a Triple B with the Burberry, and he's living in style now. But he got a
Yeah,
Ferrari, so
yeah.
let him live his life.
But yeah, that was fucking great. So yeah, this I guess we'll end it here. This has been the Smackdown March 17th, 2023 review plus WrestleMania discussion stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Um but I mean, yeah, so not the
Yeah,
best
listen. I'm
show.
just
I don't
smiling. I love it.
fucking
I love getting the
know.
hate, man. I'm loving the hate. I don't even care
I don't
because
give a fuck.
if it happens, I'm gonna hear everyone on Twitter go, "You guys gotta be fucking kidding me."
I will say the reunion definitely saved it. So if I'm
Yes,
gonna rate it out of 10, I'll give it a 8. I'll give it a solid 7.5 to an 8 because of that. Everything else, donkey piss,
three
fucking
and a
trash.
three, 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
3 out of 5
th-
for me.
that makes total sense.
Yeah,
But
better
yeah,
than
ladies and
Rampage.
anything's better than fucking Rampage. But anyways, guys, that's gonna have to do it for the review for the stream. If you are new here, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Let's get to 300 by WrestleMania.
Yes, sir.
And be sure to check out Dylan's channel, Last Week in Wrestling. They did a live stream, their first ever live episode
Yep.
earlier today, and then they'll be on all platforms tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes, no, maybe.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So be sure to check that out.
Mhm.
And yeah. You got anything else to add before we mosey on out of here?
If Rhea and Charlotte close out WrestleMania Night 1, I'm going to be hearing a lot of apologies on this chat. I tell you that. So that's
Bet
all.
your ass
I'm
I
gonna...
ain't apologizing. I don't apologize for fucking nobody.
I
I'm like
love it.
Conor
I love it.
McGregor. I
I love it. No.
apologize for absolutely nothing. I don't give a fuck. But yeah. So I mean, fuck it. I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah.
talk
No, we're
about it
good. We're good.
because
We're good.
we'll
We
be
can talk
here all
about it
day.
another time.
We'll
Yep.
be here all day. But
Yep.
yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy Willie Does Wrestling with Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling. And this has been the stream. Thank you for